Inside Jeff Bezos' mansion. Do you guys know how Jeff Bezos recently bought a massive compound in Beverly Hills, California? Your compulsive shopping on Amazon paid for Jeff Bezos' new mansion. So, guys, in today's video, we'll be talking about his $165 million Georgian-style mansion in Beverly Hills. Oh, wait, did Napoleon really propose there? Wow, does it really look like White House? Believe me, you can't take your eyes off the beautiful mansion having tremendous screening room, golf course, tennis course, and so much more. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel Money Talks so that you can discover super interesting information every day. Though he has only owned the property for about a year, but it's already making him money, the property is now worth at least $175 million because the Beverly Hills real estate market is getting even stronger every day. Jeff Bezos has reportedly been house hunting in Beverly Hills and Bel Air area. So finally, he appears to be compiling a massive Beverly Hills compound and has set a new property price record in Los Angeles with the purchase of a $165 million Beverly Hills estate. I am sure you won't be surprised because you can count on the richest person in the world to break records with the price of their newest house. Back in February, the Amazon CEO purchased the Warner Estate, a piece of Hollywood history belonging to billionaire David Geffen. The $165 million sale broke a record for the most expensive home sale in California state history. Then in July, Bezos appeared to make another purchase, this time right next door, a $10 million home that shares a hedge line with the Warner Estate. According to property records viewed by both Variety and Daily Mail, Bezos is the new owner of the 1930s-era home on a side street in Beverly Hills Benedict Canyon neighborhood. History. So basically, the 9-acre estate originally belonged to Jack Warner, the co-founder and late former president of Warner Brothers Studios. Warner built up the estate's 13,600 square foot Georgian-style mesmerizing mansion with the wood floor that Napoleon was standing on when he proposed to Josephine, and that is something really interesting and memorable. Warner started constructing the property in 1926, beginning with 3 acres of what used to be farmland in Beverly Hills, California. Slowly but surely, Warner started adding parcels of adjacent land to expand his property to larger scale and building out the grounds of the estate, adding tremendous golf course and 2 ponds. Warner filled the estate with really expensive art, including a portrait of his wife, Anne, painted by Salvador Dali. It is sad to share that Warner died in 1978 and Anne Warner owned the house until she died in 1990. And that same year, the well-known music and movie tycoon David Geffen bought the whole estate, including the art, for $47.5 million according to Forbes. The sale set a record at that time. Geffen is also the owner of a $590 million super yacht called the Rising Sun, where he frequently hosts fellow moguls and celebrities including Jeff Bezos. In February, Bezos became the new owner of the Warner Estate by purchasing the property from music producer David Geffen, who happens to be good friends with Bezos. No brokers were involved in the sale, according to the Journal. Geffen actually listed the property for $225 million, so Bezos got an incredibly amazing deal. It might be hard to believe that $165 million is a bargain, but in this case, it certainly is. Geffen purchased the property in the 1990s and made numerous renovations and additions to the mansion during his time as owner. Geffen spent over $45 million for the purpose of renovating the property, like $20 million on landscaping alone. Though Geffen misses the property, but the good thing is he can visit anytime because Bezos and his girlfriend Lauren Sanchez have been spotted relaxing on the $590 million yacht. Maybe Geffen should stay at the estate the next time Bezos takes the Rising Sun out for a sail. Interior. The breathtaking mansion features a 13,600 square foot mansion, an outrageous garden, and even a 9-hole golf course. But that's not it. Bezos is looking for and even buying up the surrounding properties for added privacy. Jeff Bezos' palatial estate is located in the upscale Beverly Hills neighborhood of Benedict Canyon. So guys, let's take a tour of Bezos' amazing residence. The highlight of the beautiful 9-acre compound is easily the 13,600 square foot mansion. The mansion is incredibly attractive and eye-catching, and this is due to its Georgian-style design. The Georgian-style home has 8 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms. The 6 huge pillars at the front side of the mansion really make it stand out, sort of looks like an amazing modified version of the White House. Even during quarantine period, it's never boring when he's at home because his mansion has a tremendous screening room, an expensive bar with an antique chandelier from the 1920s. It also has a library, a sunroom, a huge dining room that can easily fit up to 14 guests if you ever get a chance to get into Bezos' stunning mansion. Then trust me, the first thing you will be thrilled to see is a marvelous 2-story entrance hall featuring an intricately patterned flooring made from a variety of high-end woods. The cantilevered staircase leads to the upstairs bedrooms, and on the first floor you'll find a living area with a cut glass chandelier and a large fireplace. The mansion even has flooring that was once owned by Napoleon. It doesn't get more historic than that. Even every single detail of the mansion is amazing. Bezos' elegant mansion sits at the end of a Sycamore Lane driveway. An attractive fountain lies right in front of the mansion's main entrance. Though there is enough space for his Range Rover, but unfortunately there isn't enough space in the driveway for Bezos' private jet. His magnificent compound is surrounded by tall hedges for added privacy, and the estate is covered in manicured gardens and terraces. The hedges are so tall, you might even have trouble finding the entrance to the estate. The compound's green entrance gate is nestled between 2 towering hedges. On each side, you won't find a bare spot of property. Every inch is covered with lush greenery, which is undoubtedly best relaxing place. Bezos has an extremely talented and obedient team of gardeners and landscapers who work for him, as he can afford it, so workers work for him with all their heart. Bezos' compound has a tree nursery, 2 ponds, and 3 greenhouses that are filled with expensive flowers and plants. When Bezos is tired from work, he just goes to relax and takes a dip in the outdoor pool, which is located behind one of the guest houses. Talking about the amazing pool, there's a hot tub connected to the pool. In addition, the compound has 2 guest houses, and some historians believe that Marilyn Monroe even stayed in one of the guest homes back in the day. It also has a tennis court, so if Bezos ever gets bored, he can go there. So it's clear Jeff has made quite the investment purchasing the historic Hollywood property, and it sounds like a palace worth the price tag. Renovation. Well, it is pretty obvious that Bezos has some big plans for his new property, and he is surely going to make some big renovations according to his choice in the next few years. Though the mansion is very old, and Bezos will no doubt want to add his own personal touch to this historic mansion, but we hope Jeff doesn't renovate this home too much because he'll lose that amazing history. Other properties. From New York apartments to the most expensive house in LA, Bezos has quite the empire. Jeff Bezos has a number of properties across the US, and people wonder, how many houses does Jeff Bezos own? Bezos has amassed a number of properties across the US over the years. It is unclear, however, whether the property empire was divided with his former wife, Mackenzie Scott, when the pair divorced in 2019. Either way, since their split, he has only added to his portfolio. Just 2 months after announcing his divorce, Bezos reportedly splashed out around $80 million on 3 apartments, over 3 adjacent floors in Manhattan. In 2020, he added a 4th floor to his apartment living space as a further $16 million. The billionaire businessman's home base is in Washington, D.C., where he bought a converted textile museum in 2016 for $23 million. In 2007, Bezos spent $24 million on a Spanish-style mansion with 7 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms in one of the most exclusive roads in Beverly Hills, California. The sought-after waterfront town of Medina near Seattle is where Bezos owns 2 more of his properties. The mogul reportedly paid $10 million for the first property in 1998. Guess what? His property empire is worth $400 million at the very least. So what do you think about his mansion? Tell us in the comments.